Hey everybody, Yankee here. You know, YouTube has declared open warfare on gun channels. They've never been really friendly to us in the past, but they've always tried to maintain some sense of fairness or some illusion of fairness. But lately they've thrown that all out the window and just, like I said, declared all-out war on channels like gun channels that they don't think they want on their platform. And it's really hurting a lot of the smaller channels. And that's their goal. They want to get rid of all the smaller channels because for every big channel, there's 100 small ones. And if they can get rid of those small ones, they consider that a good thing. They know they're not going to get rid of the big channels. The big channels are financially secure. They've got their deals with gun right organizations. They got their deals with manufacturers. They get their kickbacks, their discount codes. They do their advertising, etc. Their advertising budget's been cut into a little bit now with the new rules. But they know they still have enough money coming in that they're going to keep doing that. So they know they're not going to get rid of the big channels, but they're going to get rid of as many small channels as they can. And they're doing some pretty bad stuff. But before I get into that, I do want to remind people that we reached the goal for Winnie. You know, the Greyhound we were helping pay the medical bills on. We paid those off. And the drawing will be held on the 1st for the ammo cans we're giving away. And we're actually going to do a giveaway for one more ammo can. And I'll talk about that more in a moment. But let's get back to the topic of the video here. As I was saying, they are declaring war on gun channels. Gun channels are putting up with ridiculous stuff. We've seen our views cut in half again, because they don't want to recommend us. They don't put us in feeds, you know, to other people who wouldn't normally be subscribed to your channel. They don't ever see your stuff anymore. They're killing us slowly by taking away a little bit each time. They took away a lot from me because I got shadow banned. And you wouldn't believe some of the things they're doing to try to get rid of my channel and other gun channels. I'm not so egotistical or narcissistic that I think that YouTube is targeting me. They're doing this to pretty much all the gun channels and other conservative issues they don't like. I don't know why guns are considered a conservative issue, but they are. So they're trying to get rid of us. And I do believe there is some personal things to it. I think I was speaking to some other channel owners, and they said they believe that sometimes one of the powers that be at YouTube, you know, one of the people who get complete anonymity and have no checks and balances on what they do, they decide they don't like your channel. They harass every video you put up. And I have seen evidence of that in my own stuff. But just dealing with what I know they're doing right now, you'd be surprised at some of the things I've dealt with, just from personal experience. And I've heard other people have been going through this. Things like having hundreds of my videos turned off because YouTube says, oh, there's a copyright infringement claim. You don't own that music that you're using in your video. And the music in question is entitled The Ballad of the Yankee Marshal. That was written specifically for me and all rights were turned over to me. I own that. No one else has any claim to that. But they shut off hundreds of my videos because of it and said, you have to show us proof that that's your song, or else these videos are never going to do anything. We're not going to allow them to be viewed. You're not going to make any money off of them. Any money that's made is going to go to the copyright holder, meaning that's going to go to them because there is no other copyright holder. So they do stuff like that. They do stuff like getting a strike for a video I put up over 3 years ago because it violates a rule that they made a month ago. How's that fair? It's like, oh, you know, all these hundreds of videos you've put up over the years, we've decided that this is unacceptable. So now you have to go back through every video and take it down or get a strike for it. That's ridiculous. That's like saying, you know, it's always been legal, to be a sports fan. But we're going to make it illegal now, and we're going to go back through time, and we're going to find anyone who's ever supported a sport team, we're going to put them in prison. And that's a weird thing to use as an example, but just say it. Just think of something that's legal now that could potentially be illegal. That'd be like saying now, to be topical, now that I think about it, let's say now they've said illegal is, or abortion is illegal in a state. Well, that'd be like them going back and finding the records of every woman that's ever had an abortion and charging them with murder. That's what YouTube's doing to gun channels. And I guarantee you they're not doing it to their big money-making channels. they aren't doing that to those guys. Those guys get away. Half their videos are child exploitation, and YouTube's supposedly so anti-child exploitation. But look at all these channels that are exploiting children every day. Most gun channels don't do that, and yet they target us. You got to think, why is that? But that's what they're doing, and it's making it really hard for programs like the ones I run to function. Because here's the thing: back when my channel started making money, and for a while there, it actually made money. It was making thousands of dollars a month, $4,000 or $5,000 a month sometimes. And I said, wow, we got this money coming in. We need to do something with it. That's why we started TYMP, where we help provide firearms for people who couldn't otherwise afford it. More homes in this country, more low-income homes having the means to defend themselves. We thought that was a good thing. Pets and Vets programs, where we not only help established pet charities and vet charities like Canines for Warriors and Weed for Warriors, etc. But we also helped on a ground level, a street level, by helping out viewers who had animals that needed medical care, etc. Like we just did with Winnie, raising the money for them. Used to be we didn't have to do separate fundraisers. We could do some of those, just the money we had coming in. But things like that. The Voices program, where we spend almost $1,100 every month right off the top of what we earn to support other small gun channels. Because we want to keep their voices online. We want to keep the pro-gun voice and the pro-gun presence on YouTube diverse and strong. The Friend program, where every month we choose one person, give them a gift certificate to any online retailer they want as a thank you for helping being part of the solution and supporting the channel. We do all those things. Now, we had to get rid of the Handguns for Heroes, where we honored a veteran every month with a present. Because of funds went down. And now funds are getting down to where we might have to do away with something else. And the only way we can not have to do away with something else right now is if we can get some more patrons. Because I know Patreon was much maligned by the bigger gun channels. And you know the reason they maligned Patreon? It's because another service was starting up that offered them a percentage of that service. You know, they got a stake in it if they would slam Patreon and tell people to go to them. Now, I got nothing that I dislike about that other service. It's not the greatest in the world, but fine, let them be there. But there's room for both, and you don't need to slander another one, especially when it hurt so many gun channels. So many gun channels went under because of that war on Patreon, and it was all bullshit for financial reasons. And right now, this channel needs more patrons than ever, because we right now are running $400 or $500 short every month on the Pets and Vets program. We just now got to where we're pretty much breaking even on TYMP. The Voices program comes out before I even see anything from Patreon. So that I don't have to worry about. It comes out off the top. And the friend drawing, that's something I have to put a certain amount away for every month because we know what it's going to be. It's going to be $800. So that's leaving us short on Pets and Vets. So we need to get up the Pets and Vets support. We need to get more patrons. So if you've ever thought about becoming a patron of my channel, please do. Go to patreon.com/Yankee Marshall. There's a link in the upper corner. Become a patron. Or you can go to tympistolproject.com, my regular website. And over there you can join Subscribestar, Patreon. You can buy merchandise. Now Subscribestar and merchandise, that supports TYMP. Patreon supports Pets and Vets and the other programs we talked about. So go over if you've ever considered supporting, and please help support this program or else it's going to go away. And I don't want that. Pets and Vets is my favorite of the programs we run. I like helping animals way more than I like helping people. So if you can tolerate the fact that I like animals more than people, or maybe even if you agree with me, go over and help support Pets and Vets. I'm not asking a lot from anybody, but anybody who watches my videos, anybody out there that has service, you know, internet and a phone or a computer and whatever, and watches my videos regularly, I think you can afford $1 a month. And with that $1 a month, you also get to come to our Monday night chats, which are members only, where we can talk a little more openly about anything you want to talk about. So feel free to do that. Like I said, if you have ever thought about being a patron, please go do it. If you've ever said, boy, I like those programs he runs, but have never been part of the solution, part of the actual program, go become part of it. Everything this channel is done by viewers. because I don't take advertising. I don't do discount codes. I don't do paid reviews. I don't do, collaborations with like the NRA or anything. I don't do any of that. Never have. And now it's being hard to stay alive if you don't do that because of how YouTube's treating us. And as I said, I was going to give away one more ammo can. So for anybody who goes over and becomes a patron today, tomorrow, the next day, anywhere between now and the 31st, you have till midnight on the night of the 31st to go become a patron of my channel. I'm going to give away one more can of ammo. So I'm going to choose one person. It'll probably only be like 3 or 4 people at most. Every month when I do these specials to get people to join Patreon, I get 3 or 4 people. So go get your chance to win out of 3 or 4 people probably. And I'm going to give away, like I said, one can of ammo. You get to go over to their website, Minuteman Ammo. I'll link that in the upper corner of this video here also. You can go over there. You can see what they got. Choose the one you want, and I'll have it sent to you. So we're going to be giving away the ones for the Winnie fundraiser on the 1st. And then on the 5th, when we do the friend, etc., all those other stuff also, we'll also be giving away another can of ammo to someone we choose from the new patrons we get in the next few days. So please go over and become part of the solution. Like I said, don't be one of those people that just gives lip service to things. If you don't agree with it, don't pretend to. If you agree with it, help us out if you can. And like I said, I'd never ask anyone to help any more than they can. This is not televangelism, but I think most people can afford $1 or $2, maybe even $5. I know I can afford $5 a month. The hell, I'm paying $1,000 a month, but most of that's your all's money. About 400 of it a month right now is my money because I'm having to cover the shortages. Last night we did get one patron signed up at I think it was a $25 a month level, and they paid a year in advance because if you pay a year in advance, you get a 10% discount. So that helped a lot with the percentage of what we're going to be short this month. But like I said, everything helps, whether it's $1, $2, $5, $10. It helps. Another way you can support Pets and Vets is come to the live chats, because super chats also go to the Pets and Vets. But otherwise, the best way to support us so that we can have a quantifiable amount of support is Patreon. So if you've ever considered doing it, please go do it. Don't let YouTube succeed. And not just my channel. I'm sure there's other channels out there that need your help too. So if there's one you really like and they've got a Patreon, go give $1. Maybe choose 5 channels, give them each $1. Instead of giving 1 $5, maybe give 1 to each. So please help. Like I said, don't be one of those people that talks the talk but doesn't walk the walk. And if you like my channel and you like what we do, please help support my channel. But like I said, help as many as you can, because right now YouTube is actively trying to get rid of us. And like I said, they won't be able to get rid of the big channels, but the little channels will all go away. And that's been happening slowly. Well, not so much slowly lately. Lately, it's been happening pretty fast. If I go look at all the channels that I knew 5 years ago, there's probably 1 out of every 50 that's still here. So, like I said, help if you can. I appreciate it. We'll be doing the giveaway for Winnie on the 1st and the other giveaways on the 5th of next month. Come on in and see if you've won. And every other night of the week, come on into our live chats and join the conversation.